What's going on, Genius Nation? Welcome to a brand new day, a brand new Monday, a day that you've never seen before, a day that you will never see again. I keep telling you, every day is a gift waiting for you to open it and maximize it. Welcome to the Daily Genius. I am Dr. Will, and as always, super excited that you are here joining us on this journey of 365 videos. I'm coming in here live every day to provide you with tips, tools, and strategies to assist you in becoming the better version of yourself and creating a life that you love. So wherever you are in the world, I'm appreciative that you are here. Here in the United States, I know we have people that follow us from all over the world, but here in the United States, this is a holiday. This is Memorial Day. So I want to acknowledge any of you out there who have had family members that have served in the United States military and have lost their life. This is the day that we honor them. And so I honor you as well. My prayers are to you and your family as you remember your loved ones. And I always like to remind people of the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day. So Memorial Day is the day that we acknowledge those that lost their life in service, whereas Veterans Day is the day that we honor all that serve. So it's a difference, right? It's Memorial Day for those that have lost their life in service, Veterans Day for those that have served. So just remember that here in the United States, as we are having a holiday, a day off, there are families that are mourning this day because they did lose family members that served. So it's a big difference between, for many of us that will be going to the park, having barbecue and all those types of things in a celebrating type of nature versus those that are remembering their loved ones. So I always like to just share that. So if you've been rocking with us for any amount of time, on Mondays, I like to do a book review and I choose the book that I'm reading for that week that I'm going through. And this week I am reading this book. Is called What Makes the Great Great by Dr. Dennis Kimbro, who is a personal mentor of mine, a person that I have been following for 20 plus years. His book, Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice, is one of the first personal development books that I have read, and hence he has written, I think, 6 or 7 more books, and this is one of those books, What Makes the Great Great. And I want to just share a story with you out of this book that was really that just really stood out to me. When you read the book, What Makes the Great Great, Dr. Kimbro has interviewed individuals that have achieved great things in their lives, and he extracts the practices, philosophies, and principles that these individuals live by. And he shares in the book this one story about this concert pianist, this amazing concert pianist. And he tells the story that after she had finished playing, she was packing up her stuff and getting ready to leave. And there's a group of some of the attendees around her. And one of the attendees said to her, "Oh, I would do anything to be able to play like you." And the concert pianist just kind of looked up and smiled and kind of just nodded her head. And the attendee went on again to say, "No, I really mean it. I would do anything to play like you." And so the concert pianist, she looked up at her and she says, "I understand what you're saying, but you really don't mean that." And she says, "No, no, I really do." And the concert pianist looked at her and says, "No, really, you really don't mean that. What you really mean is that you would love to have the result of playing like I play. But if you really wanted to play like I play, then what you're really saying is for the next 20 years, for 7 to 10 hours a day, you're willing to practice your craft. even when your fingers hurt, even when your eyes are tired, even when your body is sore, you're willing to practice day in and day out to become one of the best of the best. And this concert pianist, she wasn't trying to belittle the attendee, the person that was telling her this, but she really wanted to summarize and give her an insight of what it takes to be great, what it really takes to be great. See, a lot of times we want the result, but we don't want the process. We want the result. We want the six pack. We want the hour figure, hour shaped body. But do we really want to put in the work that it takes? And that's one of my mantras, right? Do the work. Everything you want is on the other side of work. Putting in that work. I think it's Malcolm Gladwell that's made it famous. The 10-hour expert, right? If you really want to be an expert in something, to really put in 10 hours. And so when we look at what makes the great great, they put in the work. They put in the work. No one becomes great by accident. So when we look at the Denzel Washingtons, and when we look at the LeBron James and the Tiger Woods and the Kobe Bryants and the Michael Jordans and the Tom Brady's, and anybody that we look at, Warren Buffett in finance, what you're going to find out, a person like Warren Buffett, to get up and read 5 different newspapers and read 100 pages of financials every single day. It's no wonder that he's one of the most premier investors in the world. It just didn't happen. He put in the work. So in this book, What Makes the Great Great, Dr. Dennis Kimbro really goes behind and gives us the psychology, once again, the philosophy, the principles, and the practices that great individuals put in. So if you want to be great, you want to understand the mindset of greatness and what it takes to be great, then I suggest you pick up this book, read it, extract the principles out of it, but more importantly, implement. That's the difference, right? It's not just about reading the book, it's about taking the information and implementing the information in your life. So that's what I have for you. That's today's this Monday's book review. Dr. Dennis Kimbro, What Makes the Great Great. As I always tell you, go out there, be your amazing, brilliant, genius selves. Make someone else smile as you make yourself smile today. Whatever you got going on, especially if you're here in the United States, once again with the holiday, I hope that you're maximizing your day and doing something that's going to move the needle forward. All right, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow for the Daily Genius.